Hello everyone, welcome to 𝙤𝙧𝙧𝙖𝙢 shop. So today I am going to design the black cherry, and this is a 3D design made by 𝙁𝙯. So we're gonna make the entire set of this design right here. Before I start it, if you haven't joined yet, this is a WhatsApp group that you can join to get alert from us every time that we go on live stream. And also, if you have Voltino official on 𝙤𝙧𝙧𝙖𝙢 shop or on Voltino, you also will get the same alert too. This is a broadcast channel that I did. And I'm gonna write down my website. Everything that I use is at www.𝙤𝙧𝙧shop. I will also pin the comment right down here for you. Alrighty. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. And yes, I haven't think of the theme yet. I only have this design so far, so we're gonna have some fun designing this set on all 4 fingers. The cherry gonna be right here. And the foundation that I use is Pink Blush Nude. Hi, Placid. Hi, Hair by Bly. Let me moderate Tara. Hello, Tara. Add as moderators. Confirm. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take out Pink Blush Nude, and I'm going to start with that on all nails. Hi, Alka Design. Hello, Gifted Hand. Good evening, Maria. I'll leave this nail up here. Okay, so Pink Blush, Baby Blush Nude, Baby Blush Nude is what I'm going to use. And top gel is basically top coat. So I have a lot of nude top coat, about 12 shades. And these doesn't need any top coat at all. See, it's a top coat within itself. I'm going to cure this. All top gel are also natural shade, which means it can blend and ombre very well. Cure this. For the lesson today, we're gonna do 2 coats of Baby Blush Nude on all nails. I like 2 thin coats like this, but you can also have 1 moderate coat like this. It's up to you. Here. Hi, Ari. I'm gonna redo this one. This is the index. Hello, Machery. So the shade that I use right now is Baby Blush. I'm using Baby Blush Nude. Yes. Thank you, Maria. Cure this. Good morning, Phenomenal Nails. This last fingers. Okay, so after we have all the nude on, we are ready for the next step. Cure this. Chrome work on nude too? Yes. Dominic, Chrome also work on nude. It doesn't work, Chrome doesn't work as well as Metal Effect Gel. Let me show you. So it doesn't work as well as this. but it's also no wipe, and chrome stick on no wipe. It just doesn't specifically design for chrome. So you can rub chrome on, it will be a little more slower than if you rub this on, it will stick instantly. But yes, you can also rub chrome on all top nude. Right now for me is 5:54 p.m. Central Time. So almost 6 o'clock. I'm gonna take out all my nails. Okay, so we're gonna plan out our design. For you to understand my vision, maybe I will sketch it out. Let's go over here, we sketch it out. So, I want one finger to have the cherry. So this now is all nude, and it's gonna have a cherry right here, okay? With stem and leaf. Okay, so nude with black design. So over on these fingers, I'm thinking maybe a heart or something, and have black all around. So it's different with the other fingers. So this is like a black nail with a nude design, versus this is a nude nail with a black design. So this finger, I would like to repeat. I would like to keep it nude and have something black on it, just to balance this out, while this nail is all black. So I'm thinking this nail, maybe a black tips or a black ombre. It depends. We're gonna figure that out. But basically, I have a black bottom too. But this is nude with something black on it. So it's kind of balance everything out. This, I might have like a black heart. It's like taking this heart and put on these fingers. Or maybe a lips. Maybe a black drippy lips. So we're gonna think about that. Okay, if the lip is black, then I can have some, you see the rose gold detail right here? So I can have some drips in rose gold too. So lips, cherry, this, and I figure this bead right here, I want to add it all along this heart. And then this, maybe some on the tips, I'm not sure yet. And then of course, some crystal right here. So that so far is a vague vision that we have. We're gonna bring it to life. Hi, Sophia from Portugal. Hello. Hi, Lana. Okay, let's start with this finger first. So before I do the 3D, first I will apply one coat of Teflon Matte, so chrome couldn't stick on the background, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw this stem right here and chrome it first. Because if you were to do the 3D first, and then you're gonna do this, it's gonna be very tricky. So you might as well do the design first. Okay, so I'm gonna take out my Teflon Matte and apply on the ring fingers. Hi, Yulima. Welcome. So one coat of Teflon Matte, and that will block all chrome powders. This too. I'm going to apply Teflon Matte on here, on the index fingers. And cure that too. Oh, thank you, Lana. Hi, Angel Kiss. Okay, we're gonna save this for later. Okay, so put it on the side. Now, to draw this, I need black metal effect gels. Take this out. Stir it up so it's nice and even and smooth. Okay. La 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 la. Oh, Marjorie have a question for me later. I'm anticipating. Okay. So we're gonna take this out. These are ring fingers. And I want you to imagine where your cherry gonna be. So you know where your stem gonna be. Some people can imagine, some people have to like write it down. Like my cherry, I want one right here. Okay. And then I want another one right about here. So this is where my cherry gonna be. Maybe a little bigger. But basically my stem, I can imagine my stem now. Okay. So I am gonna take out a brush to draw us. Hi, May. Let's choose a liner brush. 10 millimeters. I would like this. Hello, Money Love. I'm gonna clean a little bit just to make sure that all the bristles are thaw out so your gel can sip into the brush nice and even. So you have no problem drawing. Whip out a little bit of gel. Place it on the surface and roll. And stroke. There. All right, now let's draw. So first, I am going to start from here. Have one curve all the way down. This one start right here, curve out, and add a leaf. And the nail addict say, can you use a white metal effect gel for this part? Definitely, nail addict. You can use white too. It will be lighter, but it's still gonna be chrome and everything. And white is safer for beginners. Okay, so now, since it's chrome, I'm gonna do a little thicker. If it's just a design, I'm happy with this. But chrome, I want it to be a little broader to show up the chrome a little more. And I am ready to cure this. Now, let's leave it here. And I want to do this one first. But I know this one for sure. I want to do a negative spray hot. So I can use metal effect gel. It will work very well. Or you can use one stroke liner. It's way cheaper than metal effect gel. Use for drawing and painting. Where metal effect gel, I use for chrome design. So with that, whip a little bit. Apply. Roll. Stroke it out. And nail addict, or my cure time is 60 seconds. Now, if your lamp have the maximum cure time of 45 seconds, you're more than welcome to use that. But if it have a 60-second time, then use 60 seconds for all product. Okay, this one is out. Before we start it, I'm gonna go ahead and chrome that. The color that I choose is rose gold. Now, apply all over. You already have Teflon Matte, so it's not going to stick on anywhere but the design. After you're done, you can take a brush and dust up excess dust. And if you want, you can take a clean side of the applicators and run over it again, just to make sure that it's all shiny and remove all excess dust. Pixie dust, say what kind of brush? The brush that I'm using will be 10mm liner. It's the best brush. I have all the brush, but I use this one like all the time. Dare to say one of my favorite, but I use that one the most because it's just really versatile for drawing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, and let's go ahead and draw our heart with one stroke liners. Okay, so first let's figure out where the middle of the heart is. Okay, so there is a middle point. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a line, and let's draw a V shape. Okay, and the bottom of the heart will be about right here. Again, another V shape. There. Now let's draw our heart. Curve. Curve. This going in all the way. Then you're gonna soften out the side with a curve. Then you're gonna fill everything in, but God forbid if you use a liner brush to do this. I used to do that like back in the day. Sad. I will use this, my faithful coloring brush. I'm gonna use that to colors. Again, take your coloring brush and press it out, roll it to make sure all the gel will saturate the brush, and stroke it out. Now you can go ahead and color it in. Coloring brush is much stronger. For this part where you use an opaque gel pen, it will help the gel to be thinner also. Because it have a very strong stroke all the way. Same thing up here. Make sure you take care of your cuticle first. Fill it in. Hi, Tracy. Okay. Now you already color in. Let's go back and finesse it a little more to make it more perfect before we go ahead and cure. Let's see. I want this to be a little smoother over here. Yeah. This side needs to be a little shorter to match the other side. Yeah. And I want to close the heart up a little bit so we can see more black on both sides. Okay, now we are ready to cure this. Now, let's go back here. This finger with the cherry, we already finished chroming. So now, before we do anything else, we will go ahead and seal this. So, we can either seal it with matte, apply shine, and then put clay dough on here. But if we want, we can put clay dough on first, and then we will matte everything. That way we can seal the clay dough too. So let's go ahead and do that. I like that more. So we're gonna take our black clay dough. Hi, Sarah. Oh, no worry, JC. I'm gonna be on pretty much tomorrow, after tomorrow. Thank you, Stephanie. I am gonna go ahead and take an engraver out and scoop 2 little scoop. 1 and 2. This black Play-Dohs. Come over here. Press lightly on the surface. This one, same thing. Lay it down. Press lightly. Okay, now we're gonna think about this because we don't want to mess up the side too much. So I am slowly pressing the side, and you see, just to make it a little more flattering, because we don't want it to be sticking out too much. This one too. Yeah, press it in, just like that. Just to make sure that it's complement the side. A little more press if you need to. Then I would like to take out the silicone tool, and I would like to make a divot right here, a little divot. Press it up a little more. Okay, a little divot. Just so it look more like a cherry. Hola, mi amigas. Same thing here, a little divot. Okay, so now you have a little divot. I am gonna go ahead and smooth this out. So I'm gonna lay this down, and I am gonna chew an oval brush, and I am gonna smooth with a conditioning cleanser, and it's gonna be amazing working with this element right here. Since the day I have this, I no longer use alcohol for my Play-Dohs. So I'm gonna take out my carnivore dish and put a little bit of conditioning cleanser right there. Okay, close this. Put the brush in. Now I'm gonna smooth it out. Thank you, Abby. This makes your 3D so smooth too. And remember, this cleanser is gel safe. This oil in here is safe for gel too. Okay, now it's already smooth out. I am gonna apply some bead on it. So the bead that I would use is rose gold. And this is 0.8 millimeters, so it's slightly bigger than the smallest size. Yes, yes, Tracy, you like that? I love that. I love that conditioning cleanser with 3D. Before alcohol, yes, alcohol work, but the thing is alcohol is still a solvent, and it dry up on me, and it's evaporate, and then it just doesn't treat my brush well with alcohol if I work overtime. But since I use this, I can take my time because it's oil based. It's not solvent based. Okay. Let's take out a katana. And I am gonna pick up bead and just press it right in. Make sure don't press it too much because you don't want to sink it. You want to see it. And don't worry, the reason why people like to press it a lot and sink it because they want to secure it. Don't worry, you can apply matte on here so it doesn't matter. It's gonna be sealed no matter what. So just press lightly in. I would like one more on here, if it's not too much. Like too much, even a thing with Tino. Okay, over here. Abby say it's like a cherry and a strawberry having a baby. Abby, that is very vivid description right there. Okay, again, one more. Hi, Regression Now Studio. For the design, I am using Play-Doh. See this one? I just scoop out and just press it in, easy breezy. And then I use conditioning cleanser to smooth it out. See how it stays shiny like that? With alcohol, it should be dry by now. And sometimes, if you don't use alcohol well, you will get these like crazy white spot, like a dry spot on the surface. It's very irritating too. Would never get it with this one, conditioning cleanser. Okay, make sure I go back and double check on all my beads. Make sure everything is nice and cohesive. Now, adjust it a little more, and we are ready to cure. Go ahead and cure this. We are going to focus on the next nails. Meanwhile, let that dry. Okay, so before we top coat anything, I suggest that we should put the bead on, because how I sealed it is that I'm gonna put matte all over the bead. And that will secure the bead. It will make it stay on forever. And then I'm gonna tray back the bead with shine. So first, I'm gonna apply bead around the heart, and I am gonna choose smaller bead. This is still rose gold, but 6 millimeters. Hi, Casey. Welcome. Oh, Casio. Okay, so I'm gonna use that slightly smaller. When it comes to line work with bead, I like smaller. The smaller it is, the more beautiful it is. And the gel that I use is clear texture gel, because it is non-cell level, which means it's gonna stay right there. It doesn't make the bead slide. So I am gonna take a little bit of clear texture gels. I'm gonna draw a frame around the heart. Now, another trick that you can do is you can do half of the heart here and then do the other half. If you are not very good with bead, you would like to seal it along the way instead of just doing the whole things. You can do that. Okay, just half the heart. And you see how my brush have a lot of gel. These clear texture gels. I will take this and I will wipe it. So it still have gel on, but now it's not cakey with gel. And I make sure that the head is pretty pointy. Now I'm ready to pick up my bead. Sometimes I got beads that stick together. And when I do this, I would like the distance of my client hand to be very close to the bead itself. Like I like her finger to be way down here. So I don't have to travel much, you know. The distance will be shorter for me. Sometimes my beads stuck together. I just take my finger and I just separate the bead. See, I haven't even reapplied gel on my brush. Just a little bit, just a little amount of stickiness is enough to pick up bead. You don't want a lot of gel. Okay, so now it's all around the half of the heart. I am gonna go back and refinesse it to make sure that it's nice and beautiful before I flash cure this. Make sure that everything is in line. See, the bead is not too sticky, so it's not gonna pick the bead back up. Make sure that you don't want too much gel on your brush. See, beautiful. Now let's take this out. 1, 2, 3. That's it. It will free the bead right away. Then now you can feel safe enough to work with the other half. And you don't have to be a beginner to do this. So, sometimes I still do half and then do the other half, just to make sure that I'm not too stressful, you know, when I'm working with bead. Take up another bit of gel. Go over here. Reduce the amount of gel. And you're going to draw this all around the heart. And you don't want a lot of gel neither. You just want enough so the bead will stay on. This part right here, you're not sealing the bead, you're just applying it. So you don't want too much gels, just enough. You kind of like the half bead looks? It looks kind of unique, isn't it? Okay, remember this step? See, a lot of gel. Take paper towels and wipe it. There. So when you wipe it, it doesn't remove all the gel on the brush. It just make it not cakey. So now your brush are super sticky to the bead, but it's not gonna give you any trouble because it's not drowning in gels. Hi, honey, your nails. This is super relaxing, you guys. This is super relaxing with clear texture gels. Back in the day, I used a builder gel to apply bead. It's not relaxing at all. The bead keep moving on me. It drives me crazy. And I thought that was all my fault. I thought I was not good enough with bead. But later on, I found out that when I use clear texture gel, it don't move. So I just use the wrong material the whole time for the past 10 years. And for the past 3 years, when I have a clear texture gel, everything is perfect. Now I'm addicted to bead. Just because it behaves, it just stays there, it doesn't move. I hate beads that are moving. It just drives me crazy. It makes me don't want to work with it. Now I already done, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everything is nice and straight. When you apply bead, you don't want to waste too much time to make it like perfect. You just want to apply it on, and then you can go back and refinesse a line all at once. See, all nice and round. You can also use the length of your brush to make sure your line is straight like that. See that? The whole brush. Now after everything is perfect, then you can cure. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and then you can put into the light for 60 seconds. So let's close the bead for now. We are giving it a rest. Okay. So this one is already done, and as you see, the conditioning cleanser that I use to smoothen out the cherry disappear after curing. Isn't that amazing? It just become dryish. So now let's use matte. I'm gonna take out my matte, and I will apply all over this. One thing that I want you to be careful on is you don't want to flood matte onto these edges. You want to make sure everything is thin so you can see the 3D-ness. So what I meant is you don't want to take matte and cake it right here. See that? That's unattractive. You don't want that. So you want to make sure everything is nice and thin. If you like, you can apply on the cherry first. A thin layer on the cherry. And then all around the cherry. And then you can take your emboss brush. Make sure you cleanse this first. And then you can drag some of the matte down to these crevices right here, where it's tricky for your other brush to do. You can do that. Now, I make sure that I cleanse off my brush well and remove excess gel on these low edges. See? I don't want too much top coat. Nice and thin. Okay, you are ready to cure. See that? All nice and matte. See? You can see every detail. All the edges are nice and thin. Then you straight the shine back with the chrome, and that's it. Cure this. The heart. Also the same thing after it's clear. The way you seal the heart is matte everything or shine everything. But if the nail is matte, I like to use matte first to seal the bead. And then I just trace back the bead with shine top coat. Again, you don't want to flood these low edges with gel. It's very unattractive. You want to make sure that you apply on and then you try your best to remove excess. That's why I don't just go from top to bottom like that, because they're gonna catch all the gel and it's gonna be semi-unattractive. That's why I move through the groove. See, I move with the line like that. Thank you, Marlis. Okay. Remove excess gel on here. Make sure I don't have too much. You can also use an Emboss Brush to help you on the removal process. So after everything done, you want to wait for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to make sure everything is cell level, meaning smooth out on its own. Then you can cure. Then after that, you can trace back the shine. Okay. So when you trace back shine, this is a matte surface. I would like to take some acetone or alcohol on a paper towel, and I would like to cleanse the matte surface first before I put shine on. That will help my shine not to shrink. Okay. Then I am gonna use my shiny top coat. Apply out on a palette. And the brush that I would use will be the coloring brush. This brush right here, the coloring brush. Let me go ahead and cleanse it first. Wiping this on a paper towel. Put into the cleanser and twirl. Then wipe off the cleanser off the paper towels. Take shine it out and trace. Soak into the top coat, stroke it out. I also will trace shine on the bead too. Just touch it like that. Now I am ready to cure. Now I am gonna take out my heart, and I will do the same thing to it. Just a little bit of shine. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to take so much shine the top coat and cake on the design, because this part is not the sealing part. You already sealed it with matte top coat all over. Now this part you just shine the chrome. That's it. You just want to shine the bead out. So you only want a little bit of gel on your brush. That's why I use the coloring brush, because it's much easier than the liner brush. Liner brush will take up. It don't hold a lot of gel. Let me take out a liner brush. See, liner brush, it couldn't hold a lot of gel, so I have to like scoop it like that. And when I apply, it might be a lot. So that's why I take out the coloring brush, because the coloring brush hold a lot of gels. So it's not drippy. See that? It's not drippy. So I can control the amount that I put out. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. Let's do the other nails. So we have the cherry, we have the heart. We're going to go over here and let's do a, let me think. Let's do a ombre. Let's do a black and nude ombre. So I will use gel polish, you guys, and I use jet black because that is a full coverage black. Take this out. I want to apply on just the tips. And I would like to take my ombre brush out and slightly blend, but just a little bit. Just to make sure that it's not harsh. You know, the edge is not harsh. But this is not the ombre part, so don't try so hard to make it become ombre. Just a little blend. That's it. Just a little bit, just to blur out the edge. Now cure this. Okay, so for ombre, I obviously need sponge. Let's clean our palette. And let's take out our ombre sponge. So this is what I would use, ombre sponge. Okay, I need Jet Black on here. And I need Nude on here. Nude is a very weak color, so you probably want a little more nude. Okay, then you're gonna go ahead and tap on your sponge. Okay, you want to go slightly up and down just to make sure that everything blend into each other's. A little bit up, a little bit down. See the middle part is already like a little bit blendy. So now, Sophia say I have black 3D jelly. Can I use it in a play of Play-Doh? Yes, you can, but it wouldn't look like Play-Doh. Number one is black 3D jelly is a gel. It's not a 3D element. So when it comes to these beads, it will sink into the gel, basically. Where these Play-Doh is sink just half of it into the gel because Play-Doh are solid. So 3D jelly can do, but a little more tricky and a little more inconvenient-ish. You need something that like a paste, like a clay, that you can use with your hand. I'm gonna take this out. And I am gonna press, just to make sure that all the gel is out. I obviously need more black. Press. Okay, so now the color is on, still a little splotchy. So I am gonna go back and tap it gently and cure this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna go back. I would do this about 4 times. I think I need a little more nude too. Honey, you now say, did you forget to sugar first? No, I don't sugar in this. Remember, it's for beginners. To make it easier for beginners. I'm just go ahead and apply this. Sugar is just an option. Yeah, I rarely sugar it. I teach it for beginners so they can skip the struggle a little bit before, so they can perfect it, and then they can break rules. To me, I choose to break rule right now. I do so many ombre. I like to give it one good press to make sure that my sponge have colors. Because if it doesn't have enough colors, then I will add more. If I tap lightly, I wouldn't know if it have color or not. I want to make sure it have all the color I need. One good press. See, you can see the color ooze out. Okay, now you can go back and lightly press it, just lightly tap it just to get rid of that splotchiness. Another trick that I want to show you is if you move a little bit down, what happens is that nude, it will mix with that black and it will sort of even out the middle part too, like this. Just move it down just a tad bit. There. And how long are you going to finesse with it? It's up to you. See, most people will be happy with this. If you want, you can do a little more. Just depend on your eyes, on what it's want, what the ombre gonna look like. Since this is for content, I pay very particular to the ombre to make sure that it's like drop dead gorgeous. When you do for your client, you can skip a few layers. Like for this, you're already able to charge your money already. But for content, I like it to be flawless. Okay, so now, let me take a look at this. Okay, it's time for this design. Let's cure this. And I would like to put top coat on immediately, so your eye can bypass the textures. Because when you sponge it, you're gonna see textures. So I'm gonna take Matte. I'm gonna apply on just for you to see the smoothness. You like that? You like that sponge, the ombre sponge? Okay, wait for it to cure. Oh, Abby asked a very interesting question, and it needed to be asked. Abby say, flash cure your black like that doesn't wrinkle? It doesn't, because what you do is you sponge it. When you sponge, remember, if you sponge in too harsh like this, like, let me add a little more gel in so I can give you a good example. Because when you apply your black on the surface and you flash cure that, oh, it's gonna wrinkle on you right away. But when you sponge, now, if you press your sponge too harsh like that, okay, it will deposit out the color like what I do at first, but it's splotchy. It's splotchy, so I have to go back and lightly tap it. And the reason why I lightly tap it, so it can soak up a little bit more gel onto the sponge, so the surface will be thinner, because the thinner it is, the even it is. So you can press, but you have to go back and lightly tap to remove excess. And when you do that, what happens is you end up with a super thin layer. I would say about 3 times as thin as a moderate layer. So if you were to take gels and apply on the surface like this, and you flash cure that, oh, it's gonna wrinkle on you right away. But these layers, I would say that it is not 3 times. I would say that it's about 10 times as thinner than this. So this layer right here will wrinkle on you if you flash cure. This layer will never wrinkle on you. You can do like 2 seconds and it will dry immediately. It will completely fine because it's super, super thin. Way thinner than the moderate layer that you apply on your nail. So when it comes to ombre, it doesn't matter what color. You can always flash cure that. Assume that you don't sponge it way too thick. See, always go back. You see the splotch in it? Always go back and tap it. Then you can flash cure that. Okay, now we're gonna apply Matte. Very good question, Abby. Actually, you know what? I would like to finesse with it a little more, because was doing it and was talking and I wasn't really looking close at it. I want to make sure that it's a little more perfect. Let's see if I add more nude on. You're welcome, Leslie. Sometimes when I'm ombre doing live, it's very challenging because I doesn't really look at the ombre. I look at the screen. Make sure that everything is in line here. Okay, I'm ready. You're welcome, P-Nails. Hear this? And this is the ombre. Go ahead and cure. If I brought the black too much up, we'll be able to put the nude on an ombre with the ombre brush as well as, or the sponge will be better. Majorly, the sponge will be better. Basically, if you brought up the black too much, you can go, of course, you have to flash cure first, and then you can go down. And what happens is your nude will mix with the black, so it will even out the metals. So you just go down, but you have to make sure that you flash cure, because if you don't flash cure, when you go down, this black is still wet on the surface. It will mix with your nude. It's not gonna be good. So you have to remember flash cure in between, just for you to seal that layer before you move. That's why it doesn't contaminate your sponge. And I would like to do some. I actually would like to do some bead. Let me think about this. Let me put it here. I'll think about it. I will go on and do this nails. So this nail is mostly black. This nail also have the black tip. This nail is different. It's new with black design. So on here, I would do the same thing. I would do a black design. I'm thinking a lips would do. Or lip or drips. Oh, lip with drips. That'd be better. Okay, so I'm gonna do a lip, and then the drip, I am going to make it rose gold. So I will do the drip first. Where is my metal effect gels? Take it out. And I will select a brush to do my drips, and I would like a shorter brush, preferably these 7mm details. Clean it first. I always clean it first to make sure that all the bristle will thaw out, so my gel will sip into the brush bristle better, and it will make it flowier. Metal effect gel, black metal effect gel. Take it out. And what's my ring? Put it in. Wipe this up. Okay, ready to do your drips? So the bottom of my lip will be right about here. Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna start doing the drips. One long, one go all the way down. Another one not as long. this one a little bit shorter. This one shorter. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and go closer, shall we? And let me go ahead and draw it out so you have an idea of what I'm saying. Sometimes it's easier to see it through sketch. So what I have is a line like that, okay? A black line. And what I have is a drip like this. Okay, so still using black. Now, when I say, please remove your eye from the black and please look at the background, I mean it. You're no longer looking at this black. You're looking at this white. You see the white? Do you see a little edge right here? You're going to go in and remove those edges. Okay, you're going to remove that. See the edge right here? I'm going to remove that. So with this process, not for everyone, but certain people, if your eye is still on the black, it's going to be very difficult for you to do that. People always end up with something like this or with something like this. They will never fully able to smooth it out until they look at the white. If your eye look at the white, you will see that it's not smooth and you can smooth it out. So again, when I say, please look at the white, you need to remove your eye from the black. You're still using the black, but you need to remove your eye from the black so you can see this white shape that are square, and you're gonna go in and round it out like that. Okay, round it out, and that is from experience, from teaching with beginner students. Their eye, if they're not removed from the color itself, they can fondle with it forever and it wouldn't turn out the way they like. So now let's remove your eye from the black and let's stare at the nude, and we're gonna make this all nice and smooth. And I would like to make this a little deeper like that. Drip might seem simple, but to some people it's still very challenging just because of their eyes. Okay, let's see. Now I am ready to take this here and chrome it. Go ahead. Yes, Rohan. It's helped a lot of people. It helped a lot of people when I go and teach. It helped a lot of students because they always struggle with that. And it's not the hand, or it's not because they're not good at nail art. They're just looking at the wrong things. They're looking at the wrong layers, the wrong colors. And I swear, if you just simply remove your eye from that color that you're using and look at the background, your drip will be so beautiful and perfect. Okay, so after that here, I will go ahead and chrome it also. Okay, now let's chrome this. And remember, dust truly, because if you have any excess dust, when you top coat, it will flow up to the top coat and can make it super shimmery, and you don't want that. Make sure all dirt is gone. You're welcome, Sophia. Okay, now let's take out a glance surface like this. See, all nice and glance. And let's rub on this chrome to further remove any excess dust. Now we are ready to draw. So I'm gonna draw first, and since Black 3D have been mentioned, now is an awesome time to use Black 3D jelly. I will explain it further, but first let's draw it. Oh, you missed the drip? I can show you that again. So on the drips, what I'm telling people is when I start drawing the drips down like that, okay, the first part is super easy, but the second part is the reverse. And I just tell people to remove their eye from the black. Look at the white, and they can see that the white have look, it's square. And you go in and you just round out the white. So see the white, see the squareness? You go in and you round it out. That's it. So that's how you make the drip. But first, you have to make sure Teflon Matte is on the surface, because if it's not on the surface, your chrome will stick everywhere, and you don't want that. So you apply Teflon Matte first, and then you can take Metal Effect Gel to draw. So when you rub chrome on, it's only stick on to Metal Effect Gel and not the background. Teflon Matte will keep it chrome free. Now, I will use one stroke liner to draw the lips. And I will sketch a lip too. Just for some people that doesn't know how to draw the lips, basically you go up. You go up. Okay. Just imagine there's a flat surface. Okay. And you're gonna go up to a triangle, basically. So you go up, and you leave the middle out, and you give it a little slit right in the middle. Okay. Now there's many kind of different lips. This is like a bootylicious lip, like super big, like my lips. It's juicy. Okay. On the middle, not all the way down here, not all the way down the bottom, about right here in the middle, you're gonna draw a curve. About right here. You're gonna draw a curve, okay? Not right down the bottom. This is a bottom. Okay, and then after you draw a slight curve from here, you curve up. You curve up. That's your upper lip. Now your lower lip, let me remember how to do this. Okay, so from here, slightly curve. From here, you slightly curve. Okay, and then imagine that this is the bottom, and the lower lip is never thinner than the upper lip. In the standard of beauty around the world and derived from Bollywood makeup, the bottom lip always have to be a little bit bigger than the top lips. And that is a standard of beauty. That doesn't mean that you cannot make the upper lip bigger, but that is a wrong concept of beauty. That's against the golden rules of lip makeup. So you're gonna, again, just like up here, you're gonna slant down, and you're gonna slightly curve, make it flat. Okay, so basically like slant, flat, and you want to curve it on each corner. Make sure that the corner is nice and soft. Let's draw our lips. The brush that I am going to use with my black one stroke liner will be the 7mm details. Okay, let's draw. So, you can start with the bottom lip, or you can start with the top lip. It's just up to you. Normally, I would like to start with the top lip, but today, since we draw the lips, the drip already, let's start with the bottom, just to see if it like difficult or not. We'll find out. Okay, now you go in, slightly curve. Okay. And you see that slit right here? I would like to round it out just a little bit, like this. Let me go ahead and jump back to papers so you can understand. When I do this, the middle, where the angle is at, I am rounding it out like that, like this. I'm rounding it out. Time to draw top lips. One curve right in the middles. Slant up. Slant up. Go up. Draw your little slit. I forgot what it's called on lips. The bunny ear or something like that. I forgot what it's called. Okay, curve just a little bit and slant all the way down. Curve just a little and slant all the way down. And then draw. Go ahead and fill it in. Oh, I need to use the coloring brush. It's tragic to use the liner brush to do this part. There you go. To take a liner brush, it just takes longer. Cupid bow, thank you. Yes, thank you. The Cupid bow, yes, yes, yes. Is that other term for the rest of the lip part? Can you tell me now so I remember? Cupid bow, yes. I will make the bottom lip just a little bit more deeper. Take care of this. We're not done. We're gonna draw the T. Okay, let's let it cure for about 30 seconds. Because we still have to continue drawing. Thank you. Yes. Honey, your nails. I love big juicy lips. Oh my God, I used to hate my lips so much. Because it's big, I hate it. But since the day Kim Kardashian make it popular, I love my big sexy lips. Okay, so I'm not gonna make it white just because white is not a color scheme on here. I will keep it nude, but I'm gonna give it some tea. And I don't want too much gels. Just a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Just this line is low, too much. Okay, good. Now it's lighter. Okay, now I'm gonna cure this. And I would like to take our sheer black. Have a little bit of sheer black onto the palette. Yes, Lisa, they keep calling my lip DSL, and I don't know what that means, so I keep saying thank you. Thank you. They say, Tino, you have a big DSL lip. I said, thank you, for years. And then I found out what it means. I mean, I'm still flattered, just in a different way. Okay. People also call me gel-based for a short period of time too. I have no idea what that means, but I keep saying thank you. Every time I go to gay bar, lesbian keep like they keep what is it? They keep crowded over me. They crowded over me, and they say, "How old are you? You look like jailbait." I say thank you. Okay, with sheer black, I am going to apply on top, right at the T, just at the top, just to create a little shadow for the T, just little somethings. Okay, after that, we are ready to go ahead and matte everything. Now, I like to make this lip 3Ds, okay? This part right here, I choose black Play-Doh, which is appropriate for the cherry. However, black Play-Doh, if I use this for the lip, I don't even know where to start. It's going to be very challenging. Hi, Liana. Welcome. So that is when black 3D jelly is going to come into action, because I'd rather draw it and it's going to be all cell level, rather to take black Play-Doh and trying to like finesse it. It's going to be difficult, and I don't want to do anything that difficult. So that's why I have all the material that I need for a specific step. Use matte. So this is a good time to use black 3D jelly. Apply matte all over. And I use black 3D jelly instead of black texture gel kits, because I want it to be cell level, for it to be smooth and plump. Aw, thank you, Liana. Okay, take it out. Okay, black 3D jelly, where is it? Find it, guys. No, I'll take out black 3D jelly. Thank you, Juliet. Hi, milady. Yes, Molly's. Let me know how it's go. Tag me. The cherry gonna be easy for you, I'm sure. And then this just require drawing skill. This require attention to sponge and details. And this you just have to practice drawing the lips. See, it's all matte now. I'm gonna decide, should I shine the chrome first or should I do the lip first? I decide to chrome first. So the matte velvet surface right here, you will want to take some acetone and cleanse it first to make sure that your gel will stay on it, will grip the surface more and it doesn't shrink. That's it. Acetone or alcohol would do so good. Would do just fine. Thank you, Juliet. Happy birthday, Elena. Okay, I'm gonna take my shine it out and apply on this palette. Let me clean this palette. Okay, I am gonna use a curling brush. Make sure I clean this first with our conditioning cleanser. Thank you, Mary. Take it out and shine just a chrome. And remember, you are not encapsulating this. A lot of people, their instinct when they do this will be a lot of top coat. Don't do that. Just a little bit, that's it. You just want to shine it. You don't want to cake it on with top coat at all. Just brush over it like that, and you're good. Hear this? Nancy say I missed some of the class today. You're gonna post it today? Yes, Nancy. I will post after the after I'm done with the live. I post immediately. Yes, Daniels. I have a light hand, a very light hand. Thank you, Daniel. Okay. Now, black 3D jelly. Take this out. And I would like to use the Emboss Brush for this. The reason is the body is thicker. Emboss Brush I use for thicker gel, like texture gel or 3D gel. I like to use the Emboss Brush because it's thicker than a liner brush. However, it's long and it have a pointy edge. It will help me on my details. So I would use, if you want to use the coloring brush, you can. But the coloring brush is way shorter. And when you pick this up, it might flood your brush like this. It might take it off and it might flood on top of your brush. So I like to use the Emboss Brush more. See that? It's longer. There, see that? So I'm gonna apply a bead of 3D jelly right on here. And I like to drag it out. I know it looked pretty easy, but trust me, before the Emboss Brush, I have to use the liner brush. It did not work like this at all. For some of my old viewers that have seen me work with 3D gel with a liner brush, trust me, it's not like that at all. It seems like I just whip it on and just spread it out just like that. It's because of the brush dynamic. With the liner brush, I will need to like scoop a few more time, and it's just a hot mess. Okay. Bottom lip, nice and juicy. You cure that first so it doesn't blend with whatever you work on top here. Okay. Now, this you can apply all at once, like this, a whole scoop, and apply this, or you can do it in section. It just depends. And the reason why I do it in section, because of this little slit right here. I want it to be super defined. And sometimes with a slit like this, sometimes with a slit like this, if I take black 3D jelly and I like build it in, maybe I should do that. So you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, sometimes if I take black 3D jelly and build it, when I come to see, it's level out very well, but when I come to this slit, it's hard to keep the slit. See that? Because it's level out, so it looks rounded. See right at the slit? See how it's rounded out? We're still gonna be fine, but it's hard to keep the sharpness of the slits, okay? So that's why I prefer to do one plot like this. One here, and I do another one bead right here, here, and then I will connect these together. It's just up to you, just experimenting with it. So let's draw our first bead right on the left. drag it out. There. Now you can clear. Then you're gonna do the other side. Same things. And I learned that after I make a 3D heart, because the 3D heart, it have a sharp edge. Woo! When I build it all at once, I bump into problems. So from then, I learned that lesson. For a sharp detail like that, I would like to break it apart, so I can build it and keep the detail at the same time. Twirl it around to make sure that it's disattached from that bead. And make sure that you clean this. Wipe it on a palette so it's nice and clean. I'm gonna go back and drag this out. Make it look just a little slightly more rounded. Okay. Here. Okay, now it's time for us to connect this. Hola, Michelle. Okay, now let's connect these lips. Of course, when you do this, you don't have to break it apart like me. But if you bump into problem, then you know what to do. Then you can reflect on this lesson and improvise. Now, I just brush a thin layer in the middle, and I'm just spread it out really thinly. At this point, I'm not building, I'm just connecting. So everything should be nice and even. And I'm gonna keep this detail up here. See the slit? Beautiful. Add a little more gel in. The reason why it doesn't flood my slit, because the amount of gel that I put on are thin. Because I'm not building, I already built both sides. Now to connect this. See, beautiful, juicy. Here. And yes, Nail by Marlis, all I use is matted. Teflon matte I use to block chrome, and our new Teflon matte actually can be a top coat too. It's smooth, it's not non-stick. We have improved the formulas, but I still like matte as a finish, and I use Teflon matte for chrome application. Because Teflon matte isolate chrome, and sometimes until this day, I still have to answer people on Teflon matte because people think that they don't look at the name Teflon. They just look at matte. And they think that they can just use the matte. And many people come to me and say, Tino, I use my matte and chrome stick on my matte. And that is when I explain for them, you have to use Teflon matte. That's the only thing that can block chrome. Other matte will stick to chrome right away. Okay, so I already finished curing this. Now, 3D jelly or sticky after it's dry, so you can apply pigment on. If you want it to be no wipe, all you need to do is take acetone or alcohol and wipe it like this. And it'll be super shiny. Just cleanse this like that. There you go. All done. And I would like to go back here because I feel like it needs some rose gold action going on. Let me find my rose gold crystal. I have some rose gold crystal that I want to use. Okay. See my rose gold crystal? Okay. This is Roski or Dreamtime crystal. I'm going to use a smallest size SS5 for that. And I would like to use glue. So I'm going to take out my Crystal Magic glue. Right here, Crystal Magic glue. Thank you, Lisa. I will do a scatter stone, so I will scatter it out evenly. One right here, one right there. And then I would like to go in between on both sides. Thank you, Daniel. I mean, Danielle. Thank you, Danielle. Okay, go ahead and apply. And don't forget to prep your crystal. When your crystal lay flat along the surface, it will stay very well. But when it's not completely flush against the surface, it can come up. So make sure you push your crystal. Something that the Crystal Ninja taught me. She always pushed her crystal. She's the fastest crystal applicator pretty much in the United States. And this is one of her techniques. She always push it. Okay, now this is done. Let's put it right here. And let's see if we need some crystal right here, maybe. Maybe one in the cuticles. And think if we need one down here too, but maybe one right there. Just one. Marjorie say is glue better for scatter crystal only? No, glue better for everything. And I only use gel when I have to. Most of the time I prefer glue, but sometimes you have to use gel. Like when I work with bead and crystal, I never use glue. It's very difficult. I have to use gels. But gel, you have to seal it very well. Glue, especially glue on matte, it stays very well. Now glue on shine, sometimes you still have to seal it or else it can come up, depending on what shine you use. Like that, just a little bit. Push it in, make sure it's flush. And I think this finger is good. Maybe it does require a little bit up. Maybe one stone right here. Oh yeah, one stone like that. Push it. Sometimes when you work with crystal, you notice that everything is dry, except for that one crystal that just refused to get dry. Because it's not flush against the surface. Make sure you push it well on the surface. Since these two both have crystal on it, maybe this one I can add one more little one in the bottom. Yeah, look like lip piercing. push it, push it, push it. There you go. All right, ladies. This is black cherry set that I did. I think it's super sexy. I think that color combination just timeless, really. Okay, let me go ahead and all right, thank you everyone. Thank you. When this will be reposted, it will repost immediately. After I go up live, you wait about 5 to 10 minutes and you will see it posted. And when it posts, I also will share it with you on our broadcast channel. If you haven't had our broadcast channel yet, it's time to join Voltino Official right here. Or on Voltino, also have Voltino Official. It's on both page, Voltino Official right there. And you just click on it. Okay, you click on it and see all the things I share. So I alert you when I go live, and then I also will share the live with you when it's posted. So you can just click on it and see it. Okay. All right, everyone. It's time for me to go up live. I have fun today. Yes, pink and black. Yes. Okay, so this to me is a nude, but hot pink and black also look good. Yes. This is like a nude pink. Yeah, this is a Baby Blush Nude. Blush because it have a light pink tone, like a warm pink. You're welcome, Sofia Gamito. You're welcome, Chin Chin. Yes, Dina. D-Nails. I will go offline now. Thank you, Dragonfly Lady. I will see you later. Bye, Tara. Bye, Tanya. Bye, JC. Bye, Maria. Tomorrow, I will go on live and I will figure out. I still have a lot set to do. I might do the Lisa Frank set. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. I will work on the repost, and within 5 minutes, you will see it. You'll be able to rewatch it. Bye, Roha. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye, Danielle. I will see you guys later. Thank you, Majorie.